Today I have the privilege to be in Maipo Nature Reserve, a very diverse wetland here in Hong Kong. Since 1983, WWF Hong Kong is actively managing this reserve, where they combine the conservation of this unique local habitat with the education of the public. Please join us today in the exploration of this park, together with Catherine Lung, Senior Reserve Officer at WWF Hong Kong. Catherine, can you explain in a nutshell what wetlands are and why they are so important for our global ecosystem?
Yeah, wetland is actually where the water meets the lands, and a more general definition is that where there are high tides, the water depth of these wetlands didn't exceed 6 meters. So you can find wetland along the coastal area, including like coral reefs, sandy beaches, rocky shores, and also estuaries. And in the inland side, you can also find freshwater wetland, including lakes and streams and river. So these wetlands are sometimes called the kidney for the earth because they help the water system and filtering the pollutants from the water. So they're very, very important. And they are also provide a lot of resources for human beings.
Maipo comprises of several types of wetlands. Can you tell us more about them?
Yeah, you can find 5 types of wetland in Maipo. So start from the coastal side is the mudflat, where we call it the dining table for the migratory water birds. You can find a lot of crabs and mudskipper, a lot of various food for birds. And then come back to the landward side is the mangroves. They're intertidal mangroves, special types of trees which can adapt to the wetland area. And then further back to the landward side, you can find reedbed, which are a very ecological habitat because you can find over 400 species of insect in the reedbed, which these are birds' favorite food. And also you can find freshwater pond, like where we are, water lilies and where dragonflies loves. And also the special one is the gayawai, which are intertidal shrimp ponds, which is very special to the coastal area in Southeast Asia.
Many birds benefit from the wetlands of Maipo. It's known as a haven for local birds and especially for migrating birds. Symbolic for the great work of WWF Hong Kong is the black-faced spoonbill. Catherine, can you explain a little bit more about this endangered species?
Yeah, the black-faced spoonbill, as its name said, has got a black face and the bill shape is like a spoon. But when it's feeding, it's actually not using the bill as a spoon. When it's feeding, it will swing its head around the water and try to locate fish and shrimp. So the size of a black-faced spoonbill is about 1 meter in height. And then it's an endangered species globally and is endemic to the East Asia. And the global population nowadays is around 3,200, which has improved a lot since the 1990s. And Hong Kong is the second largest wintering site for black-faced spoonbill. You can find the spoonbill here from October until May in the next year.
What is your favorite bird?
It's very hard to pick my favorite bird. So, but for Maipo, I think the most fascinating birds here must be the migratory shorebirds, which include a lot of species. Around springtime, you can find over 30 species in a day. So each year during spring, they migrate from the wintering ground in the south, including like Australia and Southeast Asia, back to Maipo, dressing in their beautiful breeding plumage. So they comes in various shapes, size, and bill shape. So they actually feed on different types of food on the mudflat. So, and they migrate long distance every year, which I think is really, really magical. So how about you? What is your favorite bird?
I really like kingfishers because they're very colorful. They are very unique in their fishing techniques. They're ingenious in the way they build their nests by digging tunnels and things. And my absolute favorite is not a single bird, but a bird performance. A flock of dunlings accomplishing fantastic air acrobatics that easily surpass fireworks shows, another unraveled mystery of nature. It was fascinating. My kids would love that. They're also WWF members. When I told them I would meet a bird expert here in Hong Kong, they asked me some questions. How high can birds fly? How fast can they fly?
Yeah, the highest flying birds now on record is the bar-headed geese. which they migrate each year from Central Asia to South Asia. And in the middle of their migratory path is the Mount Everest. So they have to fly over that, which is over 7,000 kilometers in height. For the fastest flying birds must be the peregrine falcon. As they dive in to get their prey, they can get up to the speed above 200 kilometers per hour.
And how do migrating birds find their way back to these wetlands?
Scientists is still thinking about making sure how they actually did it. Some suggestions including they navigate from the star and moon, the direction of these, and also the magnetic field of the Earth might help. And some also suggest that they can recognize the shape of the coastal area, so they can locate the same wetland each year.
You really know a lot. How long have you already been working here in Maipo?
I've been here for nearly 10 years.
And what motivated you, inspired you to start working here?
Yeah, when I was young, I watched a lot of documentaries, and my parents always bring me to the country parks for hiking. So I have always been enjoying the wildlife a lot.
Of course, Maipo's biodiversity is not only about its more than 400 bird species. Maipo has a lot more to offer, ranging from over 40 crabs, including the fiddler crab, butterflies, dragonflies and other insects, 5 large terrestrial animals like the Asian mongoose, and many fish, including the mudskipper.
Yeah, the mudskipper are most abundant on the mudflat. What's special about them is they can walk on the mudflat with their fin, and also they are highly territorial. So as you see them on the mudflat, they will defend their burrows and then fight against any other mudskipper which try to enter their territories.
A very funny fish, the mudskipper. It looks like an amphibian, but it's not. But you do have amphibians, like the tree frogs that come out in the dark. Catherine, thank you very much for this wonderful educational tour. Keep up the good work. Thank you for watching. Take care of your local environment, and if you happen to be in Hong Kong, please visit and support this truly unique Maipo Nature Reserve.